doing knee shield half guard today. So knee shield position, we're here like this. My shin up in my opponent's armpit like that. Not here. If my shin comes down here, guys, he can hug around my leg, hug around both of them and just sprawl past me. Sprawl your legs back, now go to my back. See, you're gonna sprawl past me, right? So, I'm here. You have someone here like this, you might be able to drive their leg down. So if he pushes my leg, you might be able to drive it down and then sprawl pass. But I'm gonna fight really hard to keep that up. Now, my first move, probably my easiest technique is, you notice I move back a little bit, make a little space, so I have some distance. I'm holding his sleeves real good. I've got this leg back here caught. I'm gonna bring my leg out. Now I can push his knee or I can catch it. Now my legs are a little long, so I really have to create a lot of distance to make a push here. So because I feel a little cramped doing that, I might go for the sweep, but I'm now gonna pull him off his base, and I'm gonna catch here or push here, and then sweep and go to the top position. Again, you guys, just to kind of reiterate what I said earlier, is the knee shield prevents him from crushing me with his weight. So if I don't have the knee shield, he can come here, right? There's still a lot of cool half guard moves I can do from there, but having this position here works well to make the sweep. Okay, let's try it, guys. Ready? All right, guys, I'm gonna film this next one. I'm gonna have a couple of my students demonstrate. So let's bring in Mark and Pastor Chris. Okay, so now, Pastor Chris, you're gonna go down on your back. If you mess it up, I'm real good at editing this, Pastor Chris. We'll make sure we make you look good.
Excellent.
So he's got Mark in the half guard here, okay, so in the knee shield half guard. All right, now, this is the same technique in half guard as it is open guard, right? But, you know, it's a little different because we're starting in that knee shield. So Pastor Chris is going to bring his bottom leg out, and he's going to try to make the push sweep. And when he does, Mark on top is going to take his left elbow and put it on the ground for balance. So, okay, so Pastor Chris, try to make the sweep so he kind of feels like he's losing his balance. Boom. Yeah, see how he's broken down like that? That's what I wanted. Now from here, we have two good options. Pastor Chris can now bring his bottom leg, his right leg out and through the arm and make a triangle choke. It's kind of weird because you're turning like the opposite direction, but the reason why it works is because they're already broken down. Let's do it again, ready? And many of us we've already learned this move from the open guard. So he goes to make the push, he brings the leg out, he makes the triangle choke. Now the other technique that we have there that's also very easy off when we break them down, let's do it again, Pastor Chris. I'm gonna move the camera over to the other side, and he makes the push, and when Mark bases, Pastor Chris now takes his right hand and he reaches into Mark's collar right there. And now he's gonna omoplata Mark's right arm, just like that. So we go for the omoplata now. So we have an omoplata or a triangle option. All right. You want to do it once, Ray? Were you working with Luke today?
I was working with Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
There we go. All right, ready, guys? Here, and I throw Pastor Chris. Why can I not go to the mount? He can roll me. Okay, so let's go back. So that means if I had a grip here, or if it was no-gi and I just, sup, Luke? Sorry, YouTube people, I was just saying hi to one of my students coming in. If from here it's no-gi, I could hold here. If it's gi, I could hold here. And now if I sweep him, I can go right to the mount because he can't roll me because of the position my hand was in. But there's a big problem with that. And the biggest problem is that this here does not give me a lot of leverage to make the sweep. I have way more control with the underhook, a lot more control. Now I go for the sweep. I can't go to the top because he's gonna roll me. So I catch here and I come here. Now, him to escape, he has to put his arm underneath, make the underhook, get his elbow to the ground, and he starts to come to my back. So I have to be aware of that already. So I'm here like this, I'm already aware that he wants to do this. So when he gets this underhook, I make what they refer to in wrestling as the whizzer. I'm not really a wrestler, I don't even know why they call it that. But I do the whizzer here. Just keep coming towards me, keep turning towards me. He starts to get the elbow to the ground. I step over his head. I cup his elbow with my left hand, and I'm here. Now I still have control of it. He makes an underhook. He puts the elbow to the ground. I catch a whizzer. Whizzer, I don't have to grab the jacket, but I whizzer. I step over one, cup the elbow, boom. Watch again, ready? The reason I cup the elbow is try to turn to your stomach right now. You can't turn. I'm cupping the elbow so he can't get away from me. But there's a strategy that I've used also, and that's this. Go ahead and do it again. So turn into me. Pastor Chris would probably like the strategy too. There's a strategy that I've used where I put my hand here and I've let him turn. And I just have my thumb right for the choke. So if you don't want him to turn, you lift the elbow up. If you want him to turn, you just let him go and you choke him. All right, guys, here we go.